what's up y'all? We're here with week 10 of the PCP Pokemon Community Players. Season is coming to an end, we're wrapping up, and everybody's looking more towards playoffs now. After last week, I'm not exactly sure how to feel. Like my record says I'm undefeated, but in my heart I know how it is. So, we go against Patt this week, which is great because Patt is the person we will most likely, if we're just going by records, Patt's the person I will most likely play in the finals, if I make it that far, of course. Don't want to, Ice and Psychic type this or anything. But he does have a very scary team, and with the likelihood of us playing in finals, I think we're just going to have a good old-fashioned meme fight. Like a semi-series, like we're both going to bring teams that can win, but we're both going to take it a little easy with the sets. So, I brought what I think is a pretty definitely a good team versus him, but there's definitely some wacky shit packed in there. Patt has Mega Diancie, Zapdos, Jirachi, Hydreigon, Entei, Zydoge, Blastoise, Chestnut, Necrozma, Minior, and Shuckle. My notes that I just read that off of, I have like the speed tiers written out for all the Pokemon, and for some reason, I guess I was drunk when I wrote this because it says Shuckle 46, and there's like a LOL and a smiley face drawn next to it. Ha! Classic me. But Scarf Kartana actually does quite a bit of work to his team if I can deal with whatever his counter is going to be, either like defensive Zapdos or defensive Chestnut. Both of those things pretty much wall me. But luckily, a bunch of my other team members deal with them pretty damn well. So it's just basically the Scarfer I can bring to outspeed his whole team, even though I do have the fastest thing on the field being Jolteon, and then also Mega Pidgeot actually outspeeds everything on his team as well, even Minior in the shield down form. Well, he's probably going to Snow Smash by then, but who knows. And I think that's kind of the deal with Pat's team, is he has a bunch of really fast shit, and then he has like 20 points of just there's like nothing in the 80 to like 97 range. It goes from Hydreigon all the way down to Blastoise, and Blastoise probably isn't ever coming like max speed anyway. So there's a lot of points to play around with in your spritz. So Leaf Blade is obviously just stab. It's good versus him. You just click it and it does stuff. Smart Strike is just to guarantee the kill on Diancie. If he runs like a super bulky Rock Polish Diancie, which does do quite a bit of work versus me, then Leaf Blade might not do the trick. So Smart Strike times 4 effective, fucking A right. Night Slash, just in case he has like Scarf Jirachi, then I can just slash that guy, fuck him right in the little starry butt. And then Secret Sword, which is basically just for Pat's Z Celebrate, that I know he's gonna fucking bring, because Chris shit on me in the Monotype League with it, and that way I'll go through his defense and I'll still 2 at KO him if I'm at +1, and at +2 I believe it's at 3 at KO, but basically I don't let him Z Celebrate for free on me, that's always nice. It's kind of what you need with your Scarfer at least. Then right into some wacky shit. We got Weakness Policy, Ender, fucking Unburden, Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee does quite a bit of work to Pat's team. With this set cannot touch Zapdos, which is cool. That's kind of a thing you'll notice, is a lot of the team can't touch one of the thing like at all. So this is just fuck it. I built a real team and then realized that we were gonna play in finals probably, and I was like, okay, well we'll just bring some other shit. So Ender, I get the Weakness Policy, get a +2. My speed doubles. I'll be at 1 HP. I'll have the Bullet Punch just in case he wants to come in and priority me with something, even though I won't be able to outspeed the Entei's extreme speed no matter what. Unfort. But Earthquake is just Earthquake. It's good for Earthquake stuff. And then Close Combat just for stab. And then we do have the Bullet Punch there as well, just in case Mega Diancie does Rock Polish up on us. Then at least if we can get some damage on it, Bullet Punch is going to do quite a bit. I mean, Hitmonlee isn't weak. It's got 120, attack, and I'm adamant, which is always fun. So yay. Then we got good old Roserades. Now, Roserade has been showing here in the late season just what a valuable pick it can be. It can swiftly dodge a Fire Blast when needed. It can get Sludge Bomb poisons when you need it to. It's a cool Pokemon. I like Roserade. Like, It sucks because in PU you kind of have to, when you pick a grass type for your team, you kind of have to pick Tangela or Roselia. And Roselia is kind of better because with the poison typing, you get Sludge Bomb for the Tangelas, and then you get spikes and shit. And obviously I have to pick Tangela because it's my fucking mascot, so I like using Roserade, and the shiny design's pretty cool. But HP Fire absolutely just does so much work to him. Just offensive Roserade in itself really it just does so good versus him. So with the Occaberry, since his speed tiers are so crazy, I can actually put this much investment, and with the Occaberry I live a Sacred Fire from Entei if he's not choice banded. If he's something like Flame Plate or something like that, I think I still live. But yeah, so that'll be fun. Hidden Power Fire does a shitload to Chestnut. It can hit stuff, what am I trying to say? It'll hit stuff like Jirachi, of course, and then he does have the possibility of bringing like a Z Sunny Day Entei, so if the sun is up, then I can always take advantage of that, and that's going to do a lot. Also, obviously Chestnut is going to be bulletproof, can't take the Sludge Bombs, so I think I've ran Scarf on this almost every week, so if I can get him to think that I'm Scarf or something like that, then I can just hit something with HP Fire, something like Chestnut or Jirachi. That'll be dope. Then I don't actually have rocks this week, as you'll see on our Mamoswine next, so spikes are going to have to do the job. And even though we don't get any damage on Zapdos with those, I can at least, you know, get damage on, I think, everything else, except for Minior as well, but hey, fuck him. Then we got Ray Romano, the Mamoswine. We are Assault Vested this week. This will help us take on Diancie a hell of a lot better. I literally just made this spread because I just wanted it to be even at 180. I needed 220 speed to outspeed the Minior, which is 219, and then just the rest is an HP. I'm Assault Vest, I'm bulky as hell. I got the Shard, the knockoff, just, you know, the classic ladder Mamoswine just with an Assault Vest instead of Life Orb. And we're actually adamant too, so we do hit hard as hell as well. Then I think we have kind of my favorite set this week. His speed tiers are just weird, man. So I can run a Scarf Zygarde with 32 investment and outspeed everything on his team. So I did that, and I just got Outrage just to clean up in the end. 1000 Arrows is what I'm going to be clicking most of the time. But he does have two very good switch into this, being the Blastoise and the Chestnut. I got Toxic, predict that switch, and then for both of those things I can go hard into Roserade afterwards because I am bulky and I do have that berry, so Hidden Power Fires and stuff like that I'm not going to give a shit about, you know? Hidden Power Fires, yeah, I think that's it. Doubles into Entei, I don't care, fuck you, predict me if you want. And then Facade, just in case for some reason this has to take a Sacred Fire, or if I bring it in on a Heat Wave and I get burned, or, you know, Jirachi with a Fire Punch. It's got that Serene Grace. It's probably gonna happen. I have terrible luck when I can't say that actually. I've after last week I have great luck with things like that. So, but just in case, I got Facade, and it's just for lulz. You know, it actually does really good versus him, but it's just funny in itself because it deals with his counters just a turn. It'll put his counters in range for him to click 1000 Arrows later, which is hilarious. And then we got Scoot, who is our designated lead. Kinda as usual. I always lead off with this or Mamoswine, I think. That's kind of bad, huh? But Volt Switch, T-Bolt, Shadow Ball, Hidden Power Steel. I don't actually need HP Ice. Shadow Ball still 2 KOs the Zydoge, unless he's like Max Spadef or something. So I can just Volt around his team like no fucking problem. He can bring in something like Chestnut, and Chestnut is just going to give me Roserade or Mamoswine or whatever I want really every time. Originally I did have HP Flying to just blow that thing away, but I was like, fuck it, you know, Volt Switch into Ice Move or Fire Move or whatever will probably do a shitload anyway, so fuck that guy, and hopefully that works. So we got Hidden Power Steel for the Diancie, because if he Mega Evolves, this actually Okos him. Just straight blows him away. It's hilarious. If he doesn't Mega Evolve, it is a close 2-shot, so like a Volt Switch plus a Hidden Power Steel will kill him, and that'll be cool. I love Expert Belt Jolteon so much. It is just so fucking good. Like, if you ever draft Jolteon, slap an Expert Belt on that bitch and just go to town. You can bluff Specs, you can bluff fucking... I run Scarf sometimes too, so I can bluff that, but it's real easy to bluff the Specs. It's awesome. And that's going to be the team. Let's just go ahead and jump right on in. Meh. So, he brought his Firewater Grass Core, his Jirachi and Diancie, which have constantly been on the board with top kills, and then his Zapdos, which just completely walls the shit out of my Kartana, who's probably my best sweeper versus him. So I'm sure he was surprised to not see Hoopa. Hoopa's, like, I say this every week, man, but Hoopa's one of those Pokemon that it's hard not to bring every week. And again, this is our not try hard fight. We're just memeing it up a little bit, just trying to have some fun. He was just about to depart for what did I say? The Air Force, I think is what I said in the other video. So yeah, he's doing super secret stuff. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave Jolteon. Keep in mind, memes ahoy. And actually, normal sounds better. So I just go hard HP Steel. If I have the opportunity to take out the Diancie turn 1, I'm not gonna not do it. I thought perhaps he might have stayed in regular form and then just clicked Rocks or Earth Power or something. And I have bulk enough to live in Earth Power, especially if he didn't Mega Evolve. I would have killed him if he Mega Evolved. And then if he goes into Zapdos, I can start kind of scouting his set and see. And I actually count that. That is, it's pretty offensive Zapdos. And then again, the U-turn damage does a pretty decent chunk. So, it's like, what the hell? And he brings in, I think he thought I was choiced. So he brings in the Blastoise on my Volt Switch. Which, didn't work out so well. So I can just go for the Sludge Bomb. Basically, I wanted to bluff being Scarf again. Because if I wasn't Scarf here, I could just go for the Giga Drain and be all fine and dandy. Because Jirachi next turn would just take HP Fire. I almost wanted to click HP Fire there. It didn't kill. It is a bulky Blastoise, and I don't remember seeing leftovers. Yeah, I don't think he was leftovers. So he's probably like Assault Vest or Rocky Helmet or something. But yeah, I probably wouldn't kill him with HP Fire. So I just go for the Sludge Bomb, just in case he did want to go into like hard Entei or something, or even hard Zapdos, which would have been hilarious because I would have eaten up the hit the next turn and then probably two-shot. So, I think he thinks I'm locked into Sludge Bomb, so he goes into Chestnut, and I just have HP Fire, which just does so much damage. It was a two-shot easily, regardless anyways. I did about, I think he told me after the battle he was max Spadef, but not max HP. But to max HP and max defense, I still did like 80%. So regardless, that did a lot. Crit definitely mattered, because he told me he did have Zen Headbutt. So he probably would have killed me, but I do have, or he said he would have killed me, but I have a shitload of HP, so I don't know about all that. That goes down. The game's looking pretty fucking great. Then he brings in Entei. Right there, I was worried about being like Z-celebrated on, because if he had the Heart Stamp or Zen Headbutt, he could flinch me down and all that fun stuff. So if he brought Jirachi in, I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do. At this point, I still have all 6 Mons though, so I'm not necessarily tripping. Goes for the Sacred Fire. I have the Aka Berry, and he burns me, but whatever. I can go for the Sludge Bomb, get a big ol' 60% and a poison on the Entei, which is just great. He's in Sacred Sword range. I can just start clicking buttons with Kartana. And he actually goes for the Flame Charge, which is a very good play on his part. Basically forces me to not be able to go into Jolteon or Hitmonlee or something like that. And then the yeah, he gets the berry, so I think that was originally... Okay, he told me it was because he had, what's it called? Natural Gift Ice for the Zygarde, so that berry boosts his defense, and at the time I was like, what the fuck? But then it kind of made me scared that I wasn't going to be able to kill him, so I was like, fuck it, we'll just go into Kartana and we'll just click Sacred Sword. I'll go through the defensive boost, and it'll be a fucking super fun time. I'll get the attack boost. So... in my mind here, he went Zapdos, as I just clicked Sacred Sword and got as much damage as I can as possible, and then I started clicking 1,000 Arrows with Zygarde. But he actually goes Jirachi first, takes a fuckload, and he sees Happy Hours, not knowing that Sacred Sword does go through the defense boost. So, yeah, I just get that clean 2-hit KO right there, and things are not looking good for Patt. It's looking 5-0 for me, so it's looking great. I'm just going to click Sacred Sword again, because at this point, Scarf Zygarde actually sweeps and has enough HP to be able to take a Hidden Power Ice from this Scarf Zapdos. So, fucking Zygarde comes in, and I can just click 1,000 Arrows. If I wasn't Scarf, I could have just Dragon Dance there, and it would have been to the same effect, but this is more fun. So we just go for the 1,000 arrows. He actually probably thought I was like something. I think he told me he thought I was special, or at the beginning of the game he thought I was special. But yeah, I eat that HP ice like nothing because I'm almost max HP, and then 1,000 arrows does just take that thing down, and we get a clean 4-0 in this wacky ass battle. Mammo Swine didn't have to do anything. I am disappointed that Hitmonlee didn't get to weakness policy and Endure up on like the Diancie or something, but looking back at it, he didn't bring a lot of stuff that probably would have hit me super effectively anyways. But yeah, good game to Pat. It's always fun to play that guy. We always have some really, really hard-fought battles, so it's nice to just have one funny one just to kind of, you know, take away the pressure of finals and whatnot. So this is probably the last. Next time we see Pat, shit's going down, man. It's gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun actually. This was fun. That's gonna be stressful as fuck. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and like and subscribe and do all that bullshit. I'll leave Pat's link down below. But if you've been following me for this long, you probably already subbed to them anyways. I say them, but really it's just Pat at this point. Let's fucking face it. But check it out anyways, because I fucking said so. And I'll see you guys later. Bye forever.